In honor of Revelation airing 1 year ago today, December 30th, 2022, I thought I'd be the perfect time to talk about this episode. Because y'all know there was no way I would do that any other day. The episode starts with Sausage Wig Girl scamming women to be her mothers. It starts by Sausage Wig Girl talking on the phone with one of her moms saying she's in the savannah saving a baby rhino. Then she hangs up and this Bob lady comes in. Sausage Wig lies in sign language that she was talking to her agent on the phone and that she needed to leave for another movie shoot. Okay, Miss Girl always booked and busy. Right off the bat, this shit makes your eye twitch. Like y'all see where they're going with this. Now these women you call your mother could easily debunk these lies about you not filming a movie in Mexico or in the savannah saving baby rhinos. Like, don't piss me off. But of course they let her jump around it and make excuses to not show proof that she's actually where she says she is. Like, oh mom, we don't have connection here, I can't turn on the camera. Girl, I don't know how the writers will save her from doing time with all this identity fraud and scamming shit. She hops on the bus with no ticket, but not before lying to some random bitch about a flight to New York. Like, at least get some bags with you? Girl, why are you claiming to go to New York with a tiny little purse? Of course the lady didn't comment on this. Okay, Miss Happy Traveler. Also, in my country we never use bus tickets, help. Like nobody gives a fuck. Lila, you would love it here. But our buses are also shit. So she goes to Sabine's art class that I always forget she has and tells her how Marinette doesn't appreciate her enough and that she sees her as a mother. Also, Gabriel fires her and replaces her with Kagami. Then she goes on this monologue about how she quit because she wanted more time to paint with her friends or some shit. And everyone clapped. No, literally they clapped, I'm not kidding. These motherfuckers will clap at anything. Then we go to school and I guess this is finals week or something? It has to be because they never bring up finals even though this is the end of the school year. Finals are very different here. I don't know if it works like normal exams in France though. Because she's handing them out in class, we have them after school is over and get graded like a month later via email. Anyway, Sabrina has been writing close exams for her for years apparently and forgot to change the name and nobody ever noticed somehow. No way y'all expect me to believe this. Is Miss Ginger that useless she can't even keep an eye on the students when they're having an exam? Like what? Chloe gets away with this as expected because this school doesn't have a backbone and Marinette calls this out. Sausage Wig Girl asks Marinette why she hasn't done anything about Chloe's learning difficulties that she doesn't have, and Marinette says Chloe only has privileges because only she could get away with this. Like the second Marinette was accused of cheating that one time their asses almost crucified her. Then Sausage Wig uses the fact that Marinette is dating Adrian to get the class to realize how Marinette is not doing shit as class representative and that they should redo the elections because she wasn't there when they did them. And that it wasn't democratic to do them when she wasn't there? She was right about Marinette not doing shit because she really doesn't do anything as class rep, but girl, you know they can't just do elections for class rep every time there's a new student. It was democratic when you weren't there, boo boo. Should have been there, now cry. Marinette says that's bullshit and asks the Ginger what she thinks, which she replies with, oh, I was lost in thought. Mind you, I forgot this woman was in this classroom. Like she just never talks for some reason? How do you sit there and watch shit unfold in front of your eyes and say nothing? I don't care how pregnant you are, be useful for something. The only thought you're lost in is your wife's strap-on because clearly you're not doing shit in this classroom. Also, she's stupid as hell because how do you just now find out a student has been cheating for years? Don't piss me off. Were you born yesterday? Now for the worst Alia scene by far, the dreaded lunch scene. Now a lot of you are not going to like what I'm about to say, and that's okay. I'm not scared of y'all, it needs to be said. I'm going to be addressing the Alia issue this season. Actually not just this season, sadly. It's been a problem for a while and it's how she always shoots for Lila and questions Marinette's doubts about her because she's so nice. And she never seems to just be on her best friend's side, especially after finding out she's Ladybug. Alia is a character that I've known for 8 years now and it's so sad to see how now there's basically two allies. The one that's the hardworking, passionate, compassionate reporter who digs and cites her sources and helps Ladybug and is Ladybug's best friend. And holy shit, I nearly forgot she's the fucking portal to the multiverse. What the fuck was that about? And then there's whatever the fuck this Alia is. I fucking hate how they wrote her in this episode, especially because you can't tell me this is the same girl who was the portal for the multiverse. Alia sweetie, Marinette has no reason to lie to you about Lila. I hate how there's still this lack of trust between them, as if Alia doesn't know Marinette, who keeps saying Lila is not who she says she is Ladybug. Like we're talking about Ladybug's biggest fan right now not believing her because the script says so and not because it fits her character. Because the script says we have to believe Lila at all costs. And I just know y'all are going to bring up Kagami right now after I said this. Let's debunk that too. Let me ask you this. Are Alia and Kagami the same person with the same experiences and upbringings? No. I've seen this criticism for Kagami so much whenever we talk about Alia believing Lila, and I just don't get it because how is one related to the other at all? Acting like you don't know. Kagami was raised with the mindset that friends are a waste of time. Your feelings don't matter. You're pathetic for having feelings and needs and for wanting friends, etc. Did Alya grow up like that? Socially inept and vulnerable to believe lies? Because from what we know, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alya's mother is nothing like Kagami's and they are not the same at all. Period. So comparing the two is stupid because there's nothing to compare here. It only makes sense for one of them to fall for Lila's lies and that's not Alya. So it's not like they have the same reason to not believe Ladybug. Lila's lies to Kagami about Marinette, who she knew as Ladybug, were catered just for her and her situation with Marinette and Adrian, which is why it worked. The lies she's fed Alya are not personal to her and have nothing to do with her and are not meant to hurt her, which is why she doesn't find Lila sus at all. Like Marinette keeps saying, and I get that. But you can't just ignore when Ladybug herself has a really bad feeling about someone and warns you about them and you brush it off defending the fuck out of them when you don't even know them like that. Because let me tell you, Alya doesn't even know Lila like that. They're not even close. I never understood why they made this a running theme in the show to always have Alya believe Lila and doubt Marinette. When the beef first started, okay, Alya had a reason to tell Marinette to calm down, I get that. And she was right to feel that way about Marinette's stance on Lila, but when she saw that it went past Adrian and had nothing to do with him anymore, it makes no sense for her to keep bringing that up as if it holds any weight now. Adrian is not why they're beefing and you know that. Of course Ladybug wouldn't feel like that about someone unless there was a deeper reason. Alya has no reason to say shit like this. Especially now that they're closer than ever, having sleepovers literally every day. I can't believe they still haven't cleared this up with each other. Now that Ladybug has been through so much with losing the miraculous and shit, I feel like Alya should be more understanding of that and not push her to go back to the guy who drove her to make the mistake she made in the first place. Not only that, it's also a reason she should try to get in Marinette's shoes and actually talk about the whole Lila situation. And maybe not shoot for the girl she barely knows. Just some advice. Am I being paranoid saying this? Like if I was Alya and my best friend, who's also a fucking superhero, was beefing with someone, I'd shoot for my best friend 100%, no questions asked, because of course there's a reason. If it started because of a dude, yes, I'd be skeptical at first, but once I saw it wasn't about a dude anymore and there's threats involved, like why is there even discourse about this? Of course Alya is in the wrong for trying to defend this girl she barely knows over her best friend. Alya, baby, Lila faked an injury and accused your best friend of pushing her down the stairs and stealing her pendant just to get her suspended, and you don't see the red flags? And the way she literally admitted to lying in the end, but in a feel bad for me and don't give me consequences way? How do you look at her seriously after that? Be so serious. No sweetie, there has been proof every time Marinette has accused Lila of something, she just never talks about it for some reason. One piece of evidence being that she's literally Ladybug and has no reason to make shit up about someone over a dude. Also, Lila confessed to having a fucking lying disorder, for fuck's sake. That's your cue to trust your best friend and not this random ass girl. Oh, let Lila try to help Chloe. Girl, who gives a fuck about Chloe? Nobody got time for elections at the end of the school year, be serious. And of course they dumbified Nino too in this scene, but no surprise there. Someone had to say it because I can't believe there's people out there making threads on why this scene isn't a bunch of bullshit on a plate. Someone tell Alya this beef isn't about Adrian anymore because she still doesn't get it. Speaking of Adrian. Okay, you know what, don't believe Ladybug when she warns you about Lila, but how the hell are you going to doubt Adrian of all people? The writers didn't bother to give them enough brains to think that maybe Adrian, who's worked with Lila and knows her more than everyone there combined, would know better. He's the reason Marinette is still at that fucka school, but nobody talks about that. Like, I wish Marinette told them everything that happened in Chameleon and Ladybug, but for some reason there's just no communication? How are these people best friends? I don't get it. The second there's an obstacle that's so easy to defeat, they just don't talk about it and let that tension bottle up until it's you versus me and your enemy. Whatever happened to my friend's enemy is my enemy. What the fuck? Imagine having Ladybug say how much she trusts you and you don't trust her at all. At least listen to Adrian when he says Lila is a lying cunt. Adrian, also known as the Angel Sunshine best friend who doesn't talk shit about anyone? Oh Adrian, you're so sweet for defending your GF, but you don't have to. Or maybe he has an actual reason to say this shit? Doubting Adrian of all people is crazy. Lila tells Chloe to do what she says and she'll get what she wants. Oh, the flops collabing. Sabrina does not like this womp womp. Then we go back to class where Miss Ginger is thinking about her wife's strap-on. Either that or no thoughts, head empty. It's always the Ginger's man. Anyways, Lila stands up with Chloe and gives her speech about her humanitarian work and how she wants world peace. Meanwhile, Marinette is biting her fists and Chloe is giving the class her eyeball in a smile. Marinette is up next with Alya talking about how Chloe has been given so many opportunities to change and she hasn't, and that she thinks she's better than everyone, which Chloe nods at. No way, y'all didn't see her nod, like, so unserious. Marinette finishes her speech and her fake ass friends vote for Sausage Wig and Marinette's longtime bully instead of her. Like, not one vote for Marinette. Y'all are so fake you make me sick. Marinette, you need some new friends, girl. Y'all a bunch of sheep. Then Lila raises her hand before they can vote and gives us an Oscar-level performance. Womp womp, I'm having a bad day. KFC man fired me, now I'm jobless, so I need to be class rep. Also Marinette called me a flop. Sorry, I meant idiot. Is what she claimed in front of everybody who's been there the whole time and knows Marinette never called her an idiot. Lila gaslighting the class to think she called her an idiot literally doesn't work, because if she did say that, someone would reacted the second she said it. I won't even comment on Alia gaslighting Marinette in class back there in front of everybody to think she called Lila a bitch, making it an even bigger deal. Like, oh, you shouldn't have called her an idiot? Don't piss me off, are you hearing voices? So unserious. Like, this school has wronged Marinette time and time again. Everybody is fake as hell. If I were her, I would burn the school down. And the way nobody pointed out Marinette never called her an idiot? Like, you can't write Alia more out of character than that. Y'all didn't hear Marinette saying the word idiot, but you heard Lila say it? Then Lila broke down, quote unquote, crying and ran out. Baby, sit down, ain't nobody calling you an idiot, Miss Delulu. Literally nobody heard Marinette calling Lila an idiot and everyone was there. Yet nobody backing her up? Oh, I hate all you bitches. Especially Miss Ginger. Like, no, you go do something, little bitch. You're the teacher, go comfort your student. Like, what the fuck was this about? Alia, what the fuck? Making a claim like that about your best friend even though you know she never said it is crazy. Sausage Wig locked herself in a stall and clenched her ass checks enough to get Gabby to akumatize her. Her design are so bad now, let's not lie. Like, red looks so good on her? I don't love the white details on her and kinda unoriginal how they just recycled Valpina again, but I get it since that's her whole shtick. Her power is to lie about anything to anyone with an alliance ring, no matter how obscure, and they'll believe her. Basically what she already does, but enhanced, so we can't call it plot armor. Marinette having this many ops at 14 is crazy. Girl, move out of that city, I beg. Apparently Marinette is Monarch and Ladybug and Chat Noir's farts destroyed the ozone layer. Watching these people believe Sausage Wig is hoaxer under a spell felt no different than watching them without a spell. Okay, another thing that really confused me. They see that these akumatized villains work with the alliance rings somehow and are connected to them. And they don't question it? Like, why would this be their way of hypnotizing people? To me that's kind of a dead giveaway that the alliance creators have something to do with Monarch. Because how do they have such easy access? And I'm not just talking about this Akuma, this also happened in the finale and probably another Akuma I don't remember. They attempt to remove people's alliances, but how do they not think to investigate? So close but so far. Y'all did not study how it works. Ladybug for a lucky charm and went back to her house where Alia was waiting to tackle her. Marinette got Alia to be Scarabella, after what she did. Okay. Anyways, Kim Lip possesses Nathalie and orders her to send her pre-debut Gabriel pics. Remember when they had us thinking this would be important? Yeah, me too. Gathering all this shit about Gabriel for what? Like, girly, he's dead now and you didn't do shit with this information, congratulations. One click away from an exposed thread and you'd be making headlines. Well, not you, but you get what I mean. Give me messy netizens' reaction to Gabriel's pre-debut pics, please. Marinette did her little monologue about listening to Lila and sorting shit out for the millionth time that she knows won't get anywhere, and she breaks out of the Akuma. Period. She got what she wanted, if only she actually exposed Gabriel. Anyways, then Gabby got mad again, completely unaware that Sausage Wig took advantage of this to get back to him as if he wasn't the reason she got mad in the first place. It was so funny when he felt her negative emotions the second time and wasn't like, oh well, they're not directed to me right now, but maybe she'll use this against me somehow, maybe let's not akumatize her today. But no, his stupid ass will always be stupid. The episode ends with Lila as the new class rep and Alia calling Lila a nice girl because she broke out of the Akuma, and that's proof enough that she's a nice girl. Her words, not mine. This is not the same girl who became a fucking portal to travel through the multiverse, you're lying. Also reminder that as of now Adrian is the only one on Marinette's side. 2.9 out of 10. Overrated snooze fest. At least Sausage Wig looked good in red. That's it for today. I could rant about this shit more, but I'm sick, so I won't upset myself any longer.